Hello. Let me see if this is showing here because we're both on YouTube and on Instagram. Can you still see the phone here? Yeah, no, I think it's okay, but let me see. Ah, hello. Hey, teachers. Okay, now it's not showing. Now for sure. Now it's not showing. Hello. Hey, teachers watching on both places. Hello, Ludmila. Hi, Milka. Hi, Anne, Victor, Guilherme. Welcome to this Q&A session. Let me write here. Q&A for English teachers. How's it going? How have you started your week? So I see some teachers there on YouTube as well. So if you want to send your questions here on YouTube, just send it on the chat, okay? And if you're watching here on Instagram, this is how it's going to work. You're going to send your questions here, okay? So this little question mark you have next to this little camera, which is next to the comments, all right? So be sure to send the questions there so we can talk about it. But today I proposed a topic, right? For you to have an idea what we're going to talk about. And then I said, can English teachers make good money? Because that is a question I get all the time. Many teachers ask me the same thing. But is it really possible? Is it a reality? Isn't it just a dream? Or isn't it like an illusion? Isn't it something that it's just maybe you or somebody else? So I wanted to talk about this today, but please send me your questions. All right, let's talk about it here. So I know from your perspective, what kinds of beliefs you may have, what kinds of ideas you have for your business, okay, how your reality has been, so you can implement these things in the things you've been doing. But something I've seen, right? With BTE, with the programs that we offer, with the teachers that join us, that become part of our tribe, is that their first reaction to when they start to make good money, when they start to double their income and then triple their income and then make 4 times as much and then 5 times as much, or they start making 10, more than 10 a month, they're like, wow, I never believed that would be possible. I've never made so much money in my life. That's a current comment I receive, feedback I receive from teachers who join us. First, they didn't believe it. Even when after they joined us, after they joined the mentoring program, they're like, okay, if I improve a little bit, that's going to be good enough. But as they see that the more you follow, the more you keep yourself and your business aligned to everything that they learn here with us, the more results they're going to have. And that's just the consequence, right? So send me your questions about it here, okay? I'm going to open in a second. English teachers can make more money than senior managers. Guilherme, I've also received many teachers saying that they've been making more money than their parents who have their own businesses or jobs, that they've been making more money when it's a husband and wife context, something, oh, I've been making more money than my husband. And for their entire lives, the husband was the main money provider in the house. And now the teacher, the female teacher, is the one that brings home the bacon, the biggest bacon, right? And but it's not, of course, it's not about competing, right? But it's a way for us to measure that. And one of the missions, one of the things that we have with BTE and all the courses we have is to raise the bar. We want to have teachers that have a better life, that are happy with what they do, and we really want to change. We are changing, right? This common belief, this common view that teachers are poor, that teachers don't make good money, that teachers barely, make do, that barely survive, that they depend on so many other things to make ends meet. And it's not true. And it wasn't true for me. I could do a lot more as an English teacher. I could implement things on my own business. And now I think we've been getting more and more teachers doing even better than what I used to do when I was working only as a teacher. Meaning, I had my own results, right? And this is what I could promise the first time, for the first group that joined BTE. But teachers are doing a lot more, because also everything that we are sharing there is getting better and better. Okay. So please send me the questions, and send the questions here, all right? So just, it's a little bit more organized, all right? Let me see, we got one here already. How do you see the future of VLT? Things have changed so much in the last few years. Not just in the last few years, but last year specifically, right? That's a very good question. First, I do believe, and because we're talking to English teachers here, English is the main language, right? Even though there's this talk about Chinese or Mandarin or Cantonese or whatever being the main language, and China is going to take over, blah, blah, blah. English is a much easier language to learn and to use, and for everyone to speak. And also, maybe things are going to change, but probably not in our lifetime, right? And I do believe English is the global language for success, for business, for money, for development, for trips, for talking to the world, interacting with the world. So I see the need of people learning the language as a thing that will just get stronger and stronger, right? From the conversations I have with people, from the news I read, from the context and where things come from, right? Even things that are developed in Japan or developed in Germany, they're done in English, or they come to the world, to the rest of the world, in English. So people who know English well have more opportunities, have more power. They can do more with their lives. And who are the people who can teach people to learn English? Who are the ones that can connect this person here to the language? It's us. It's English teachers. So what we do is essential, is necessary, not just for our country, but if we're thinking about Brazil, it's huge, right? It is huge. What we do means a lot. However, what is delivered is not as high, doesn't have such a high quality. And we have to be very honest here. I was listening to a podcast on the weekend, and there was this person who had moved to Portugal, and she was, it was not the point of the podcast, but she was saying that she had gone to college and she had studied English for years. And then the interviewer said, okay, so you speak English well? She's like, yeah, somewhat, I kind of understand. And my first thought was, how come a person goes through a school or a course or teachers for years? I don't know how many years, but I think she said many years. So I'm thinking 4 or 5, and doesn't know how to use the language. So what is delivered, the way English is being presented to people, is not effective. Otherwise, we wouldn't have 95, 99% of our population not knowing the language. So I think it's a necessity. I think it's a must. I think it's something that it has a lot of value for those that know, right? The power that comes with English. And teachers have to update and upgrade themselves too, because the old ways of teaching, and then saying it has changed much in the last few years, actually in the last decades, right? You as an English teacher, you have to adapt the way you teach. teaching the old ways. And what is the old ways? Just with the book, just with repetition, just translating, just with, the grammar structure is not the way people need and learn the language. It was the way that was possible and the way that people knew how to do before. But now you do have, as an English teacher, you have to update yourself. Otherwise, you're just selling more of something that doesn't really solve the problem. Right? So I see both sides. I see the necessity, but I see teachers needing to be better at what they do so that we can be competitive in the market. Okay? Rafael is saying, I do believe English is everywhere. It is, Rafael, it is. And this person who was in Portugal, she said that she learned English so much more by living there, right? And it's Portugal. And I've heard so many, you probably have too, right? When you travel abroad, if you've been to countries where English is not the main language, you end up speaking English if it's a language you know, and you get by just as well because you know the language. So yeah, you can go anywhere basically if you know English. So it's a powerful thing, and we have to use it. We really have to use it because we sell this power to people. But you cannot assume that you're going to be successful, that you're going to make a lot of money, that you're going to build a strong business if you are not a person who delivers quality. If you're not a teacher who really solves problems, who really brings results to your students. Okay, so there's both sides. We cannot just say like, oh, teachers are so, undervalued and blah, blah, blah. But what do you really deliver? Do you really solve problems? Are you really a good teacher? Are you a pro? Right? So that is the kind of thing that we have to look. And here, just we're talking, among ourselves here. And you have to be sure that what you deliver has quality. Then if you do, excellent. Excellent. Then go build your thing because you're going to make a lot of money, right? But if you're just a half-ass meia boca teacher, be ready to receive that as the results for your business as well. Pronto, falei, right? When I first moved to Germany, I could only get by because I could speak English, and my English improved a lot there. Look at that, right? So Germany. You could never think that, oh, Germany will be the thing, right? What do you think of ELF? ELF or EFL? Then it's the same thing, right? Just tell me, Vanessa, because ELF, maybe I'm not into that. I don't know that I haven't heard, or EFL as a foreign language. It's the same thing as the previous question, if I'm not mistaken, but correct me if I'm wrong, okay? If I can be 100% honest, the major issue I see in students and colleagues is the fact that they are super insecure and have this idea their English needs to be so perfect, better than in their Portuguese. That's a reality too, Marcella. It's a reality too. Not for everyone, but perfectionism is something that gets in people's ways, I wouldn't say that for teachers, but for students, absolutely. For teachers, then it comes to showing themselves here online, creating their programs, but there is a difference. There is a very big difference from when you are the client and when you are the provider, right? The person who's selling, the one who's creating a product. Your product has to be excellent. Not perfect, nothing is ever going to be perfect, but what you sell has to be excellent. If you cannot create things that are excellent, and how do you know if they're excellent? If you already had clients that used your product, your course, your program, and had the expected results, this is how you know what you do is excellent, and you keep improving. Right? Don't ever believe, any teacher who's here watching this, don't ever believe that you're going to create an online course, for example, right? And you're going to do it only once and you're going to make money while you sleep. Yes, you're going to be selling all the time. That's true, right? But you will always be improving and recording things again and creating things again. You're always selling. And this is how we keep the excellence, right? Let me see. Guys, send questions here. I saw there were some questions in the comments, but please send the questions to this. There's a bubble speech, right? Next to the little camera that you have here on the chat. It's just more organized and it's easier for me to see what you've been asking. I saw that many people sent questions in the comments, and here on, different from Instagram, if you're watching from YouTube, send the questions directly to the chat. All right? Let me know. Let me just take a look. This weekend I heard from my mother-in-law. Estou dando uma ajudinha para ele porque é professor. Right, Andrea? So you have a lot of stand-up comedians, you have a lot of memes, there are pages and profiles on Facebook and Instagram that make fun of their comedies about teachers and their condition, their life, their reality, right? And the thing is, that can be the reality for many people, and it's probably for many, but it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be this way. And that's the whole point of BTE and everything we offer here. But for you to start being that person, for you to start being that teacher that has results, that teacher that doesn't depend on friends or parents or anyone to survive and pay bills, you have to believe you can. And that was the point of the question I shared today in the group. If you're following me there on Telegram as well, that is it true or false that teachers can make good money? It's absolutely true. But if you don't believe you can, then it's always going to be an illusion for you. All right. You have to believe you can make more, you can get more from what you deliver. That is the first thing that defines if you're going to be successful or not as an English teacher online. The second thing is your English has to be excellent. You cannot think that you're going to build a business on something that is low quality, that has low quality, right? You may have one student here and there, you may have something here and there, but no one who has some, so English is going to make good progress when you work online and when you create your course, right? If you think of the famous names, the big names that you know, if you think of Mário Vergara, if you think of Ravi Carneiro, if you think of Felipe André Felipe, I never remember the order. If you think of Inamar Arruda, Karina Fragoso, Lilian Bittencourt, if you think of Gavin, if you think of who else? If you think of Winner, Paulo, whatever, Gêmeas do Inglês, if you think of all of these guys and so many other names, what do they all have in common? Their English is excellent. So if you're aiming that high, first you believe you can. Yes, you can. More and more we see that you can, right? Your English has to be that level. You don't have to start that level. You don't have to start being excellent. You don't have to start, being a C2, but you have to work to get there, right? Look at Anna. Anna, it's true. I doubled my income in 2 months. And Anna's preparing a video, right, Anna? We talked about it, yeah? And the thing is, yes, you can. Maybe Anna didn't believe it was possible before, but she's making it happen. She doubled her income. So maybe when you look at Mário Vergara, you're like, but I don't like the way he does it. I don't like this, but, and then you start to find all of the excuses, right? Not to believe that you can do something like he's doing. But the thing is, he started by making 1,000 and then 2 and then 3 and then 10. And his English is excellent. So these are some requirements. And these two, I would say, are the first ones for you to start, right? You have to think. You have to think that way. Otherwise, you have to believe that these are the things that you have to have no matter what. Believe you can, and your English has to be excellent. Puts. Now I believe I can, but my English is still okay. Keep on working. You're a teacher. You tell people how to do it. You have to know how to do it. And if you don't, join us. Go to Upgrade, join our course. You probably know about it already. Okay, but make it happen. The more I hear about people saying teachers are poor, it makes me strive even more. Andrea, and I even recorded a video about it the other day, Andrea, because I think it's something that some teachers and some, people want to keep, because it's easier to be a sufferer. It's easier to be a victim, right? But then when you look and you see Anna saying here, I doubled my income in 2 months. It doesn't matter. Let's say you're making 2,000 reais a month and then you double it. You are living with 2. Living with 4 can only be better, easier, more comfortable. But are you going to stop at 4? You're not. You're going to go to 6 and then 8 and then 10 and then 12. And that's how you're going to get higher and higher. And there's a limit. There's a point in which you have to go to the online, products. Otherwise, you're going to stop growing. It's only a natural thing, but you have to learn exactly how to do it, right? Let me see. I didn't believe it, but BTE was free. So the BTE was not free, right, Anna? The challenge was free. BTE is not free. Actually, when you join BTE, you learn to never do anything for free in your life unless it's a strategy, right? Let me see here. We got one more. What do you suggest for beginner English teachers? Do you have material like books to guide them? Diego, I recommend taking our teacher training course Pro, right? We just closed registrations last week because many teachers had questions like yours. Oh, I'm a beginner. What should I do? Right? And not just for beginners. Pro is not just for teachers who are starting now, but for teachers who have been teachers but need to improve the quality of what they deliver. So you can use a book if you want to, but you don't have to. You don't need to depend on books, right? Book can be a guide, and I love the word you used here, right? A book can be used as a guide, but a book won't do anything for you. You have to know how to use this book well. You have to know how to make that book become something that provides, that brings these results to your students, okay? And Marcella says, we need to be ready to put in the work and the money to get there. The same way our students need to make efforts to improve. That's it. That's it, right? And I see sometimes that some teachers believe they're going to get the same results just by using the free contents they see online. My class is here, my lives, my videos, and they're like, I'm going to use everything that is there for free. That's not what's going to make the big revolution in your life. You're going to improve, of course, that's the whole point. You're going to break some beliefs, you're going to implement some things, but can you imagine a student telling you that they're never going to take any course, they're never going to do anything, they're never going to have classes with you, they're just going to see whatever is free on the internet? How many do really succeed doing that? Very few. There are some, but very, very few. All right. So don't do what you see your students doing, people doing that don't give them the results. And that's what I see teachers just repeating, right? Just repeating. Hi, Liane. Yeah. And Andrea saying I strongly recommend Pro. That's it, right? I worry more about the judgments of other teachers when exposing myself online than my prospects. Is it common? Yes, it is, Marcella. Not just for teachers, from teachers, but from anyone who knows English, right? Especially from teachers. However, when you join BTE, the point of our mentoring program is to help teachers build, structure, organize, and build their business that is sustainable and profitable. That will involve being online in social media, here on YouTube, here on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and they will have to show what they do. Otherwise, how will clients come, right? Nobody's going to knock on our door saying, hey, I want to buy your course. No, we have to offer that. And when we understand the point, the reason why we're doing these things, then You don't worry about judgment, for example. People judge you all the time. They will keep on judging you forever. Who Everyone does it. We do it. I do it. You do it. Everyone does it. And are you not going to do what you need to do? Are you not going to do what is part of your steps to your success because you're worried about what other teachers will say of what you're doing? That doesn't make any sense, right? And also, when you're part of our tribe, when you become part of our tribe, you learn that there are teachers, and part of the mentality of best teachers ever is that there is no need to worry or to create a barrier in your mind because of competition. We help each other, we empower each other, we encourage each other because we know that there is a whole market out there of people who need English. And some people will connect with you, others with me. I'm going to keep on doing my best and you're going to do your best, right? We're going to be wise in the ways we look at competition. We're not going to be dumb, right? But that is not something that is in our way. And then after a while, some teachers who had never believed they would be online are there making videos and reels and posts all the time and making more than 10K a month. And if they think of themselves 4 months ago, 5 months ago, they would be like, no, 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 I would never leave my cave here. No, I'm safe here, you know? And that's simply a change here when we change, right? If we start to be valued as professionals, we should also value other people's work, Ludmila. And that is something that the universe, I always tell Fernanda from our team, like the world is very round. Yeah. If you expect people to give you discounts, if you always expect things to be free, if you think people should give you things, how do you believe your students are going to act towards you? That doesn't change, right? If you treat other professionals, not just other teachers, but anyone, the way you believe professionals have to be valued and treated, that is the way you're going to show yourself to your audience, to your future students, right? So, I wish this were for free, or I wish this were cheaper, or you could give this as a present. Amor, não sou tua mãe. Tua mãe te dá presente, não eu. Right? And there was even a comment once, Ludmila. It's nice that you mentioned that. We were starting, I think we were starting the Step Up Challenge. That, by the way, Step Up Challenge doesn't exist anymore. If you probably saw the posts and things, we have a new event. We just built a new thing. And then the person said, you're going to offer this and I'm sure you're going to sell something in the end. This is bullshit. I'm like, amor da vida da tia. That would be very, very weird if I promised I was going to help teachers, teach teachers how to make money selling their classes, and I did something else and I only worked for free. Like, amor, I have to teach something I do. I have to teach them because I know that it works for me. I have to know all the strategies and I have to know all the structure. I have to add value to people and prove that what I give them is going to improve their lives and make them make even more money. And that has a price. So, of course. And that is what you're going to do. And if you have this mentality, that's why you're not making money, because you think the world and people are like your parents. You see, like the fights we have to have, you know, like the mental fights we have to have with people so that they understand that, amor, eu também tenho conta para pagar. I have a whole team to pay every month, right? Events are free for you, like the workshop we have now, it's going to be 100% free for teachers. All you have to do is register and be there on time. It's free for you, it's not free for me. We keep on paying the designers, the video editors. We pay for Google and Facebook to deliver the ads. We pay for our entire team to be there, helping you, sending messages, our support team, the social media manager, the copywriter, the digital marketing manager, my bills. this place where it happens, everything has a cost, has a price. So for us to bring an event that is free for teachers, we have to have our own investments here, right? And of course, like then, oh, it's free, great, use it. Be there on time, take part in the classes, do everything that is offered to you. That is going to show you results, give you, add value to you from day one. All you have to do is to be there. Don't ask me for more. Then it's not on me, it's on you. And that's the same mentality we have to have with our students. So if you feel guilty charging people, changing your price, if you believe that if you're going to charge more, that's people don't have the money. Yes, they do. Maybe they don't see value in what you're doing, and that's what we have to fix, right? If you're just like any other teacher, if you're just like any other school, of course they're going to like the ads from Wise Up much better. Flávio Augusto has a lot more money than you to invest in marketing. What do you have that school doesn't have? What do you offer that those teachers don't? This is how you find the gold, right? You guys, all the courses she offers, BTE, Pro, Show Up, Upgrade, there's a big list now, right, Andrea? And watching all their lives have helped me a lot. I've got more students, thus increased my salary. There you go. Andrea's taking everything, right, Andrea? You're the best client ever, right? But why? Because Andrea understands that she had to invest in herself and in her business. And she's not doing that because she's like, Camila's my neighbor, I want to give her some support. No, she's getting that because she wants to improve. She wants better results for herself. And she knows it's not going to come for free. See the mentality, how important it is. Cool. Always referring me. Hello, Anna. My colleagues start calling me blogueirinha. Great, a blogueirinha has a nice bank account, works for me. Right? Guys, again, people will judge you no matter what. Friends, family, other teachers. As long as you know why you're doing what you're doing, then, people say you're old, you're young, you're ugly, you're beautiful, you have English like this, English like that, you're blogueirinha, you're too serious, you're too funny. Rugas de preocupação, Motto of the startup I work for is bring content creators together in the spirit of collaboration over competition. There you go. It seems you're describing me. Oh, see, I know teachers very well, right? What goes around comes around. Às vezes a verdade dói, mas é hiper necessário. Pedir é horrendo. Nossa, Eliane, I agree totally. When people start asking for things like, can you give me a discount? I have a scholarship? Like, amor, eu não sou ProUni. Sabe? That's different. Okay? That's the way I bought Pro, and it's amazing. Cool, Fernanda. We get so many great feedbacks, like a lot of good feedback from Pro, the teachers who are taking Pro, because they're building their business and they need to deliver better classes, right? They want to create their course. They're like, how can I do it? And then they join Pro. Oh my God. We have to value ourselves first. Totally agreed, Lohani. Life is costly, right, Louis? Nobody works for free. Nobody does anything for free. There's always a cost. Maybe there's no free, there's no price for that person at that point, but, right? It's about giving what we want to get. But people who say they don't deserve our time, attention, energy, knowledge is paid nowadays. Not just nowadays, right? It has always been. Books have a price to be printed. Videos have a price to be created, right? All the years and all the knowledge that we acquired, and then we come here on a live or a workshop like the one that many are going to participate now, it has a cost. Time, your life, and the investment. So that has a price. Therefore, you should charge for it. English teachers, how did you learn the language? How do you keep learning the language? That has a price too, right? It's about priority as well. Exactly, Pachi. That's it. Something I think, Pachi Zumidinis. maybe it's not that important for the person, for our students, for example. When they say, I'm not going to have classes with Pachi because it's too expensive. I don't have the money. All right, maybe they don't, but when you become the best teacher ever, you know ways to get that student no matter what. But maybe it's not that important. It doesn't hurt that much yet, right? And that's, each one's life story. I'm extremely happy with Pro, and I can't wait to get into BT. Ludmila, we're going to open a new group now in June. And the first part is this workshop that we created that is going to be from June 7th to the 10th. By the way, guys, right? No more Step Up Challenge. We have upgraded what we will deliver to you. So it's a workshop called The Way to 10K. Okay, and to register, click the link in the bio and take part. That's already the beginning of the new BT group. All right. I am in Pro. I've already applied for the workshop. Excellent, Mitch is. I like to eat everything you offer us. Mitch, is the difference between teachers who have results, who make money working as English teachers online, and the ones that don't. It's a basic one, right? It's one thing, and it's very basic. The ones that decided they've had enough of this difficult life as an English teacher, the ones that said, you know what, I don't accept living life this way anymore. That's not the kind of teacher I want to be anymore. And they're like, okay, I also understand that I can't do it on my own. I've been trying to do things on my own. Many teachers have followed me for months, some even the whole year that BT has existed, and they kept trying to do things on their own. Some even improve a few things, which is great, right? But they understand that, you know what, I need help. And that is another one of my big battles, because I have to show teachers that they can. I have to show teachers about the basic things they need, and I have to show them that amor da vida da tia, filhotinho de gás. You've been trying to do it on your own and it's not working. So enough of trying things on your own. Let's follow a method now. Let's follow a structure, a strategy, so that you're going to have the results that you want, and stop wasting time doing things your way, because clearly your way is not working. Right? And if you're having good results already, Camila, my life is not that bad. I make a good salary, I have my students, but you want more. You know how to do what you're doing. You're like, okay, I already know how to operate this way, right? But I don't know what I have to do to grow. You make good money, right? Because you work for a nice school, or you have your private students, but you want to make more and maybe work less. I mean, teaching, planning, and everything. And you want to develop something that will give you the stability and the guarantees that you expect to have. And the only way you see you can do it is if you keep working for somebody else, if you keep working for a school. So if you want to change that, the workshop's for you, BT is for you. If you don't want to change, if you don't want anything, if you just want to, be there, pentelhando, enchendo o saco, then it's not for you. I talk to teachers that want to grow. I talk to teachers that want to make more. I want to teachers that know that we have a limited amount of time in our lives. And we want to live our lives the best way we can. We don't want to suffer because of the work we have. We don't want to suffer because of the amount of money we make. We want to have a rich life, a joyful life, doing what we love. And for that, we don't accept just the bare minimum, like, oh, that's, good enough. Good enough is not a word that fits the teachers that join me. It's like, okay, this is good. How can it be better? Not with any anxiety, not with any feeling of being ungrateful. No, but because we can do a lot more. So why not? The more we develop, the more we grow, the more teachers, the more students, more people will learn this language. Remember the beginning of the live today? Weren't we talking about English being the form of power for people? So if you get more students, You are helping more people. You're improving society. You're improving your community. You're improving the world. So why are you going to be okay with having 10 students, 5 students, 15 only, 20? Why? Why would you stop if you can do so much more? And by doing so much more for people, you're going to be rewarded for that. It doesn't make any sense. We live in a world, in a time of our lives that we can be in thousands of people's homes every day without having to be there live all the time and delivering quality. If in your mind there's no way we can deliver quality with an online course, you have to change your mind. You have to update your mindset because you're living 20 years ago. That's it. That's it. Right? It's all over the place that we can deliver great quality through online material, online courses. All right. That's me. Let me see. I want to be your student. Pachi, we would love to have you there. If you have this kind of ideas, these kinds of ideas, and if you have this mindset, you're, totally fit, a perfect fit for our tribe. That's it, Camila. You got my feelings. I'm on the way. Excellent, Mitch. Is excellent. I'm glad to hear when teachers wake up. Because maybe like you're dormant, you were just like, oh, life is this way. I've gotten everything. And when I see teachers, waking up and smelling the coffee, it's like, interesting. One more that knows that they can do more. I'm structuring my online course for kids. There you go. For people that think kids cannot learn online. English brings development to Brazil. Louis, especially to our country, right? That is so excluded from big world, how can I say? Big international decisions and scenarios, right? Very few Brazilians take part in big events and movements around the world because they don't know English, right? I was so much looking for you. See, what's the song, Pachi? I thought of that. Oh, wait, that one, "Call Me Maybe." The pop song that she said, "I loved you before I met you." Like, I didn't know I loved you so much before I met you, right? Something like that. I don't remember the part of the song, but yeah. And the thing is, when you make the decision to start these changes in your life, when you start like, okay, now I'm going to do this. This is going to be my life now. It's not a decision you make now. You were looking for that already. You just found, like, I am the like the materialized version of what you were looking for. And it's not me, Camila, it's what we create. It's the program, it's the course, it's the tribe. I have that in my mind. It's not me, BT has my face, okay? But it's everything that we created together. And that's what many, many, many teachers, almost 1,000, I didn't count, but I'm pretty sure we're past 1,000 teachers wanted. Okay. Guys, even our students realize we've changed and are improving, right? Andrea shared that the other day, right, Andrea, that her brothers and her students noticed that she changed after she started our programs here. Hi, Aniele. Hello. Having you as a mentor is a gift. It's my honor. Thank you so much. That's it. You're the answer. I am the way. I'm not the answer, okay? I am a means to an end. BT is the means to an end, okay? And the thing is, we need answers, but we need the way to do something. We need the how to do something. And that is what BT does, right? You find like, okay, it's Camila. And I know that we are going to see here that our businesses have to have a face, there has to be a person. And I am the personalization of BT, right? BT is mine. I created everything, but it's not me. It's you through what you're going to see here. Have that for everything. right? Okay, there's me. We're going to go through BTE, right? And do everything. And then I'm going to become this person. I'm going to get this result here for myself. So it's a means to an end, right? Just like English is for our students. Is English the answer? No, English is a means to an end. And when your students understand that, that's when they make a change, right? Milka, you showed me that I can. I'm glad to know that that first step is covered. Now I'm going to organize everything to get students to get money to take your courses. Milka, many teachers did that, you know. They applied everything they learned in the workshop, in this course, this pre-course that we offer. And from the students they got there, then they joined BT. Many have done this. Many have done this, and it's very smart. Now, I believe that it's possible to improve myself as a beginner English teacher. It doesn't matter where you are as a teacher, Milka. Thanks for sharing that. It doesn't matter if you're starting now, if you have been a teacher for years, if you have been a teacher for a while. It matters, like what really matters is what you want to see happening in your life as an English teacher. That's what really matters. Thanks, Louis. Thanks, Louis. And your development, oh my God, Louis before BT and after, two different guys, right, Louis? Two different guys. In the beginning, all super, you know, like, I don't know if I'm going to speak or now, and just, you know, out there sharing everything you know to the world, getting your students. Hello. I really want to take the course, but I have so much on my plate right now, being a mom of baby girls during the pandemic. Hello. If I were you, I would join BT right now. Let me tell you, and I'm going to be so mean to you. Many teachers tell me the same thing. Oh, but I'm a mom. I have kids, I have babies, and I understand I have kids too, right? And many teachers struggle with that. They're like, I'm afraid I won't be able to study, I won't be able to do everything. So I have a very good friend who's an excellent professional that teaches mothers how to do everything they want to do, how to have a very productive life. And we're going to have a master class, but only for BT, right? About that. Because your kids cannot be the reason why you not do something. Your kids have to be the reason why you do what you want to do. Because I'm sure if I ask you now, why do you want to improve your life? Why do you want to make more money? Why do you want to have more free time? Because of your kids, right? I'm pretty sure most moms will say that. I want to do that because I want to provide more for my kids. I want to be there with my kids, right? So connect to the right reasons regarding your kids. I know it's hard. Hello, two at home too. I know it's hard, but I know there's a way to make it happen. Okay. Having you as a mentor has changed my life for the better. Great, Vanya. Vanya also, right? Vanya would never be online, and now super cool videos, students and everything, left her job. Big things, right? It's not just the kids. I already have a full teaching schedule, but if you tell me it's possible, I might start believing it. Hello, it's not me. It's all the teachers who are taking BT. I can tell you from my experience, right? And look at all the other teachers that make it happen. Not just me, not just me. I could be something that would make you think it, all right, okay, Camila did it. She has two kids, fine, right? But there are teachers there that have babies, that were pregnant, that had the babies during BT, that have 3 kids and had just divorced and were living with their mom. Okay? This teacher, when she joined BT, she was about to get divorced. The first session, she was still in her house where she lived with her husband. She had 3 kids, and then the rest, she was at her mom's place with 3 kids. She made it happen. She got a full schedule. She proved everything. So, right? It's not just me. Look around. When you see people that have the same problem that you have and they're making it happen, you're like, oh, peraí. Maybe, you know, I'm using this as an excuse. And I know, okay, Elo, I don't want to minimize what you're saying here. The thing is, we have to decide what's really important for us and what we want to get to see happen in our lives. If we have that clear in our minds, then we're going to find a way. But help is on the way. If you join BT, you're going to take part in this masterclass with a specialist about moms, right? The reason why you can't will be exactly your why. That's it. That's it. And because you want to change that. And also, there are many teachers that their objective when they joined BT was not even to make a lot more money. They wanted to improve, right? They didn't want to make, like even a 10K. They're like, you know what? I don't need all that much. I can do a little less, but I want to have more free time to be with my baby, my babies, my kids. That was their goal. And that's a goal that is just as strong, right? Money is a way for us to measure our success, our recognition, our value. It's one of the ways to measure, right? The other way to measure, if you have kids, if you have a family, is how much time you can dedicate to your family and to yourself. So for me, success is being able to be with my kids every morning. For me, success is having time to be with my kids every afternoon or spend the weekend with them, not worrying about anything. I'm going to work all week long, but on the weekends, I'm going to be totally there for my family. That's different ways to measure success. And that's why you have to know why you're doing what you're doing. What do you want? There are other teachers that their objective was to not work at night anymore, not teach at night, because at night was the only time when everyone in the family was in the house. So they wanted to be 100% there. So they would teach until 6 or 7 and then be there with the families. I don't know what you want. I don't know what's important for you. I just know that you can make it happen being an English teacher. And that will require making just as much money as it's necessary for you. You see why we connect what we can do with the workshop and BTE with money, because money is a way to measure. If I saw, improve your life, what is improving your life? I have to give you a SMART goal, right? It's a decision. I want to take BTE in the summer, then I can enjoy every minute. Carla, I hope you're talking about the summer in the Northern Hemisphere, which is next month. Right? BT works in the winter, it works in the fall, in the spring, and in the summer, okay? It's a long course. I love teaching at night. So you see, it varies a lot, right? It varies a lot. And what we have to understand is that our lives can be the way we want them to be, but we have to work to make them be this way, right? Nobody's going to give anything to us. What is the difference between Pro and BT? Diego, Pro is the teacher training course. It's a course, a one-year course, online course, for you to learn how to be a teacher, how to create your classes, how to plan classes and activities in your course, how to deliver better classes, how to know everything about learning and teaching. Okay, so that is a course that will make you be a pro, a teacher who really adds value, who really delivers quality and results to their students. This is Pro, right? BTE is a mentoring program. It's a 6-month mentoring program to help you structure your business as an English teacher. So it's a program to help teachers make good money, 10K a month, right? Being English teachers. So it's about business. It will, of course, talk about delivering classes and everything else, but it's not about class material, right? That is why both complement each other so well. I love not having to work on Saturdays anymore. Look at Henry, right? That's success for him. That's a goal. Okay, I don't want to work on Saturdays anymore. I don't want to work at this time anymore. So what are you going to have to do to make it work? Okay. Hi, Dani. All right, teachers. So the answer is absolutely yes, you can. Absolutely possible. More and more teachers are making good money, more money than they ever imagined they could, working online, working as English teachers, having private students. And the thing is, the teachers that got that first, they believed it was possible. They never believed it was going to be something like, oh, okay, I'm going to wake up tomorrow and it's going to happen, right? But they know that they need a structure. They need to follow a method that has been tested and retested and reused, reapplied by many, many teachers, hundreds of teachers now, that works, right? They understand that they have to be excellent. And if they're still not, they have to invest in being an excellent teacher and then building a business that has a structure and not just guessing things, not just doing things like from tips here and there. So this is the difference of teachers that get there and teachers that don't. Choose where you want to be. Choose in which team, which part you want to be, where you want to be as an English teacher. If you join us, if you want to be in this tribe of teachers that make good money, have a good life, and are much happier and richer doing what they love, you are with the right people, right? If you want to continue suffering and trying to do things but just by guessing and your instincts, then your answer will be a little different. Okay? Teachers, let's make this an amazing week. The workshop, The Way to 10K, has registrations open already. The link is in our bio here. Register. Even if you're part of BT, if you're taking everything, register and send it to the teachers you know. Send it to other teachers that also want to have this progress, make this progress in their lives too. Let's be there together. Let's be stronger as a community of teachers, right? It's no point in having just one or two empowered teachers. We have to have a whole tribe of teachers that live a different life so people can see us in a different way, not just ourselves, but everyone. And the workshop has registrations open. It's going to be from June 7th to 10th. It's free for you, right? And it's already the beginning of your journey to your 10K. All right. Hope to see you all there. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you tomorrow. We have our live at lunchtime. Let's go eat. Okay? Beijos. Bye-bye. Okay, here on YouTube, teachers. If you want to join here, if you're watching on YouTube, go to my link to my Instagram and also the groups on Telegram. So you can join us from these channels and then you can take part in the workshop. All right?